Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russie from Focus Corner, the biggest gob in sport. We say the things on here nobody dare say. Well, what did I tell you? Tyson Fury's pulled out with Usyk fight, hasn't he? All them people who abused me non-stop whatsoever. And I mean abuse like you've never ever seen before in your lives. If I could just show you some of these emails, but I'm not going to do it because we have to save them because they're that vile. Yeah, attacks on my kids, where I live, threats here on phone. Yeah, the lot. Full Monty. He pulled out for a simple reason. He didn't want to test himself. These people want free money. They are confidence tricksters. Confidence tricksters, that's what they are. Look at his CV. It's absolute pish. Cunningham, what are he, 37? Wilder 2 wins, 35 and 36. Vladimir, 40th. His 40th year. All old men. That's it. They just want easy fights. Usyk's a serious guy. Now, how can anybody work with him now? Now, they're going to say a cut this and a cut that. But what did I tell you? What did I tell you? Right? You know the story, don't you, about the boy who cried wolf, don't you? Yeah? The boy who cried wolf. So now he's been cut. Yeah? Nobody's going to believe him, are they? I told you all along. And they all said I'm stupid and I'm bitter and I'm twisted. I study the game. I study the game. All right? There you go. So there isn't really much else to say, is there really? Where do they go from here now? And do you know how I sussed it? Simple, really. They didn't want to fight in December, so they put it to Feb just to keep us on the hook. Because Feb's not that far after Jan, is it? End of season's March, isn't it? So they're going to hope that they can get him in shape for end of March. But let me tell you this. It's not about getting him in shape. It's the mindset. We don't want to lose that O. You see where I'm coming from? They don't want to lose that O. You know what I mean? And I only came down here to find some such, because I'd had to go up my tech guy, Cameron, because I've just put a video out, that one earlier. I don't even know if it's gone out, and he put wrong pull shots on it or something. I said, oh, I had that one out once before. Well, that's what you sent me, so I've come all the way down here. I forgot code to get in and kick it door like a madman. I get in here, then my phone went, pulled out. No, in fact, somebody left a comment on one of my videos, so he just pulled out. I mean, how bad is that? Eh? But the writing were on the wall, wasn't it? The writing on the wall after that Ngannou performance. Fat as a pig, Michelin man. Putting old photographs out. So what you have to do, like John Fury, right? This is how stupid he is. He's doing interviews on really small YouTube channels because they don't want him on big ones. And he's saying, I can't believe Tyson's skipping training, pop, pop, bang. You know, they're still trying them head games, aren't they? To get in Usyk's head. All that don't matter to Usyk. He don't even bother with social media, Usyk, when he's in camp. He don't bother him anyway. He's seen every style. They've tried everything in the book. So like I said before, and I'll say it again, you know these vagabonds and charlatans, what you've got to do with them? Whatever they say, right, whatever they say, you have to think the opposite of what they're saying. You see where I'm coming from? Think the opposite of what they're saying. So all you're going to get now, you're going to get sermons from everybody. You're going to get Gareth A. Davis coming out doing a sermon. Lickers. Absolute lickers. You're going to get all the rest of them. Like, you get cut in sparring. George Foreman got cut when he was in camp for Ali and Zaire. You know, the rumble in the jungle. It happens. It's heavyweight boxing. You can't go eat shower without getting wet. You're going to get all that knackers, but who do they think I don't know? what goes on behind the scenes, right? Or people around them. Everybody knows the business. Everybody knows the business because they tell everybody and they say, but don't say out. Yeah, you'll never guess what. But don't say out. Listen, they didn't want it from day one. Let me tell you a little story. A few years ago, when Tyson was still the champ, he'd been out at ring about a year. I was in Bolton. His dad sat there in a big chair, near window like that, like that. I remember stood with Dave Allen and Robin Reid. I've got a photograph somewhere of that. Where's that photo? There's a picture of me, Dave Allen, and Robin Reid outside, but we were in gym. It's like that, John. Where are you from, the Yorkshire men? I thought it was Dave Allen's dad. Now, this is a true story. This is a true story. We got talking about Usyk. Peter Fury were there. Peter Fury, John Fury, Peter Jr. Well, Con Sheenan were there. And Usyk's name came up. Peter, John, Tyson, right? Huey, they all went. They were gasping air. That's the only time I've ever seen any of them, and Peter's a good friend of mine. That's the only time I've ever seen them go about any fighter ever mentioned in their company. And I remember driving on with Dave Allen in that Mazda. I frightened him to death about 140 on M62. This is a true story. And it's no doubt talking. And we spoke about it on way back, and me and Dave Allen were saying, God, that Usyk's a serious operator. Yeah. And ever since that day, I've always watched Usyk more than ever. More than ever. I watched him at Olympics. And I watched him, you know, for them first up to 4 years. And I think he might have been cruiserweight champion then, or coming up for that tournament. But about 2016. And I always thought to myself, never really fancied Usyk. Never really fancied him. Then, and in the last few years, if you look on comment section with Peter Fury, he always says, Usyk, he's a serious guy. And they were saying he was serious then. Tyson was the champ. And that is a true story. So when people are going like that, doing the owl, they call it, gulping air, big gulps of air, BSI, big sucks in. Ask Robin Reid. Go and ask Robin Reid on his social media. Yeah, Usyk, he's a serious guy. Tyson's not been in with a serious guy, has he? Wilder one-trick pony, come on, we know. Power, a lot of power. The other guy, Vladimir, at end of his tether, but he had no choice. He had to roll the dice then. There were too much invested in him. Cunningham, cruiserweight, dropped him. Usyk's not Cunningham, and he's a southpaw. So, they didn't fancy Lewis Ortiz. A lot of people can't deal with southpaws. Andre Ward can't deal with southpaws. He didn't want Bute. He didn't want Andre Duell in Super 6. That never got made, but it was down on list to fight, schedule. He'll never fight Usyk ever. What'll happen now? Be parked up, and they'll try and put miles on Usyk and hope that he gets beat. A bit like David Price. They didn't want David Price, did they? Ooh, didn't want to go near David Price. No. Waited till he got beat and then went, we're useless anyway. Same with Joshua. They didn't want Joshua because he's not a walkover. As soon as he got beat, useless anyway. They put obstacles in front of Usyk non-stop. But he's beat them all, hasn't he? And now they've got to fight. Everything we're pointing to pulling out. And I've been abused and abused and abused. And do you know what? Shape I'm in. And do you know what? It just spurs me on. All right? And do you know what? I feel like going out and celebrating. But no, I'm not going to. I'm just probably going to go home, get my pen out and do a few videos. Or do a few scripts. But I feel vindicated. Vindicated. Yeah, Simon, believe in the Dark Destroyer, eating seats, eating steering wheels, Hey, what a house! Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Booyaka! Peace out.